Hello, today I'm going to review everybody's favorite Star Wars character, Jar Jar Binks from the Black series. Now, all jokes aside, which I don't really know if that really is a joke because I genuinely like Jar Jar Binks. I know that that's not a very popular opinion, but I actually think Jar Jar Binks is funny. That seems like something half the Star Wars fan base would strike you down for. But anyway, I think his figure also delivers on that character because this is a very good figure, just for my first impressions. But anyway, I'll start with the joints on this figure, and then I'll move into the details. So starting off, he has joints in his hands and his wrists. You can also bend his hands in and out. Let me do that. Well, they do bend in and out. I can do that on the other one a little bit easier. He has elbow articulation. Let me show that. So you can bend that in and out like that. And I'm trying to be careful with these because they will break. But you can see he also has shoulder articulation like that. And he has neck articulation. Let me get the neck to move like that. He has more neck articulation because he actually has, hang on, kind of an awkward figure to get to do this with. I think he has more neck articulation, but I'm kind of getting scared I'm going to break him now. Well, I don't know. I think he does, but don't quote me on that. I'm not going to risk breaking the figure trying to get the neck to move, though. I know he does at the top, though, as you see. And then he also has belly articulation, chest articulation, and stuff like that. So you can do that. Then he also has thigh articulation, so you can get him some walking poses. Then he actually has double jointed knees, like this. So I do like the double jointed knees. Then he has these little feet with some joints in them too. So he has a lot of joints. Now, one thing I will say is that these do not have joints, and I know a lot of people break these on accident. I haven't broke mine. I can kind of see why they're so fragile, though. I do wish that these spherical pieces were on joints or something to kind of take away the risk of breaking them. But anyway, that is all his articulation. Before I keep going, I will say I just discovered that there is more neck articulation. So he does have a double jointed neck. So that is yet another bonus on this figure. In terms of details, this figure is absolutely full of them. Like if you look at the skin on his arms, it's very, very detailed. Runs all the way up his hands and everything. It's also on both sides. It's also on the back of his neck and all that. Let me get it to show that. You can see it's also on his frills. Lots of skin detail. Runs up the side of his neck there, all the way until it fades into the other colors. It looks really good. He also has these really detailed eyeballs with a nose and everything. You can also see he has details through his clothes that he's wearing. Has a little bit of a wash on it too, which makes it look really good. And it actually goes around this pretty good until you get to the back, which there's no wash here. There is up there though. But that would be kind of cool if he did back there, but I'm not really complaining. And on his legs, you can see he has little stitches going through it. Looks very cool with lots of little wrinkles going through it. Then you can also see he has details in his feet with little toenails and the almost dinosaur-looking feet that actually hold him up pretty good. Well, he was about to fall there because I didn't have him posed. But you can see he also has details in the hands. He has the same kind of skin run through it with the little claws on the ends, and it kind of fades into the other colors. And then he has the little nostrils up there, his nose. I don't know why I called it nostrils. I guess because he's an alien or something. But that is all the details on the figure. Let me get the camera to focus. There we go. In terms of accessories, Jar Jar Binks comes with this purple shield thing. This camera is really showing if there's any dust on it. Let me get that off. Hang on a minute. I don't know if that's made into the plastic or not, but yeah, I don't know what that is. It's not that big of a deal though. But you can see the purple shield actually shows really good in this white box. It looks almost like a magical force field or something that Jar Jar Binks has in his shield. But you can see he can put his hand in there and grab that. And let me get the figure out just to show that. I'm not putting it in his hand right now though because it's really hard to get back out. But you can see his hand just clips into that. And in terms of his other accessories, he also has the his stick, his golden stick or something. You can put that into one of his hands. It's actually 2 pieces. And then he also has the little ball, little blue ball, and you can see that you can just clip that into his hand. And I thought this would be 2 separate pieces, but it's actually made into it, so it's good that that won't come off and you won't lose it. He can throw that at somebody like he does in the movie. On the front of the box, you can see it says Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Jar Jar Binks. And on the side of it, you can see it shows a picture of Jar Jar Binks. And then on the back, you can see it says a little bit about him. And then on the other side, it's just a clear window. So overall, rating this figure, you're not gonna like this. I'd give him a 10 out of 10. This is actually one of the best figures they've made, in my opinion. I think that the quality on this figure is very, very good in terms of like the painting and all that. His accessories are very, very good. The articulation is very, very good. I don't really see a single flaw in this figure. I mean, I guess I could ask for the little frills on the back of his head to have joints, but they don't really do anything in the movie either. Or maybe a separate head for where he's like has his mouth open, or like a mouth joint or something. But I'm really happy with what we got right here. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.